In a quiet corner of a small town, lived an old woman named Meera. Her hands were worn from years of washing clothes, cooking meals, and holding her family together. Her son, Ravi, was 30 now, unemployed, frustrated, and drowning in self-doubt. Every morning, Meera woke up at dawn. She prepared breakfast, swept the yard, and visited the temple. Ravi, meanwhile, stayed curled in bed, often sleeping past noon. His college degree hung on the wall like a forgotten dream. Job after job had rejected him, and over time, he stopped trying. One afternoon, as Meera stitched an old sari, she glanced at Ravi slouched on the porch, staring at nothing. "Why don't you go out today, Beta? At least try somewhere new," she asked gently. Ravi sighed. "What's the point, Ma? I've tried everything. Nobody wants someone like me." She didn't argue. Instead, she walked inside and returned with a small wooden box. Inside were old coins, paper notes, and a torn photograph of his father. "This is what your father left us. Nothing but debts and your tiny feet in my arms," she said, smiling. "But I raised you, fed you, educated you, with these hands and faith in tomorrow." Ravi looked down, ashamed. "I'm sorry, Ma. I've become a burden." Meera stood up and cupped his face in her calloused hands. "You are not a burden. You are my son. But you must fight for yourself. Life won't knock on your door, you have to chase it." That night, Ravi sat with a notebook, listing out everything he was good at. The list was short: writing, fixing gadgets, and talking to people. But it was something. The next day, he borrowed a small table, and set it up by the roadside with a handwritten sign. "Computer help and resume writing cheap and fast." Passers-by laughed at first, but some stopped. A young man asked for help formatting his CV. A woman asked how to use email. Slowly, word spread. Ravi began earning a few rupees a day, then more. Within months, he rented a tiny shop. He offered typing, printing, and basic tech support. People started calling him Computer Ravi. One evening, he came home with a new sari for Meera. She laughed, cried, and hugged him tightly. "You did it, Beta," she whispered. "No, Ma," he said softly, placing the sari in her hands, "you did. With these hands of yours, you gave me everything." They stood there, mother and son, under the dim light, surrounded by silence, pride, and love.